All right, Shalom. First, I'd like to start by saying all praise to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Kakadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of the world, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. This is Donald Trump or Kamala Harris. It says Waka Flocka Flame, which we know that to be a famous rap star, compared the choice to Kobe Bryant versus LeBron James, and made it clear he picked Trump. But the rapper also revealed he's never actually voted. I never vote for nobody. Never in my life voted, Walker told Tommy Lauren, explaining that he grew up believing votes didn't matter for people from the hood, the trenches, the ghetto. And votes don't matter in general. Yeah, they already got these senators hand-picked out. They got the president hand-picked out. You know, they do that through the Masonic order, through the spirits and such. Just playing the game with the regular, ordinary citizens, you know. If you don't know that by now, then, you know, you're going to die in this place when all hell break loose, you know. It says, Walker said his support for Trump isn't about agreeing with everything he says or does, adding the only thing I learned from Trump was how to delegate my capital and how to structure my business, right? And Trump got some good books out there on making money and things of that nature. You know, I've been listening to his audio book, so yeah, you can learn something on that aspect. But as far as what he's doing right now, he's trying to collapse the system. Yeah, Trump is trying to collapse the system for the elites, the Illuminati. You know, and he's been doing a good job at it. It says, Walker said his support for Trump isn't about agreeing with everything he says or does, adding, the only thing I learned from Trump was how to delegate my capital and how to structure my business. Walker also praised Nicki Minaj as a huge influence on female rappers and argued critics have targeted her politically, saying after she endorsed Trump, they want her canceled. Right, and these are bad examples to follow because all they do is work. One, they worship the devil. They work for the devil, you know. And she had to go through certain things with them in order to even get that lot to be up there with Trump. And you know exactly what I'm talking about, man. You know, the women of our nation, that's supposed to be standing up as leaders, are whores, are hoes. They're ran through by rich Edomite white men, or rich black men, Latino men. You know, they sellouts, man. They all participate in the orgies and things of that nature, man. You know, but one thing for sure is that you're not supposed to side with your enemy. We're not supposed to have our enemies over us. And these white folks are our enemies. They're not supposed to be over us, man. We're not supposed to be voting in their demonic system, neither, whether you believe it or not. You're not supposed to be lending no vote, man. You know? Yeah, so these guys are bad influences to follow. They are all the way at the bottom. Like the scriptures say, the first shall be last shall be first. They are the scum of the earth. They are the sellouts. When you look to them, you look at the things that's going on at the bottom of the U.S., the people that have no morals, no class, no standards. That's how you view them. You don't view them as nobody that's at this high position and they're someone to look to. They're like royalty and they got etiquette and things like that. You don't look at them like that, man. These guys participate in demonic rituals. They participate in drinking blood, getting people killed. You know, things of that nature. Don't look at these motherfuckers with any respect. Waka Flocka included. You know. I'm going to hit you with this precept. This Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. Woe, meaning destruction to the rebellious children, said the Lord Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit. Right, that counsel was to go down to Egypt to vote. You know? That they may add sin to sin. That is a sin. Even if you promote voting and that this person that you will vote for, because you know your people going to listen to what you got to say and then they're going to vote for that person. You're supposed to say, nah, voting, you ain't supposed to be voting. You are Israelite according to the Bible. And Waka Flocka has been out there on numerous occasions out in front of one of them camps. You know, so he already know what's going on. But yeah, it says they walked to go down into Egypt and have not asked in my mouth, him and Nicki Minaj, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Right, y'all go and depend on Egypt. Y'all go and depend on America because America's Egypt rather than depend on the Lord, man. Who is running Egypt right now? The white man. The white man is the devil according to the Bible. It says, verse 3, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. Right, the strength of Pharaoh shall be your shame. They finna collapse this system. The monetary system in America with the inflation gonna eventually turn into hyperinflation. Then they're gonna collapse the monetary system, which is gonna start riots, race wars, seditions, anarchy. Cities are gonna be quarantined off. Cities are gonna be held down by militias. The movies that you're supposed to be watching right now is The Purges, I Am Legend, The Road. You watch those movies, and that's how you know what's coming. Remember, they said there wasn't no such thing as UFOs. Now the UFOs then popped up, didn't they? Right. So when you look at these movies, you gotta look at these movies with an understanding eye that what they saying in these movies is gonna happen. Yes, this place is gonna, just like how what's going on in Mexico, all the cartels and the bloodshed and the bodies lying on the streets everywhere. That's the same thing that's gonna come to America. Yup, and more war. You got Russians gonna shoot nuclear missiles upon this place. You got the Arabs that's gonna shoot nuclear missiles upon this place. That's why I said the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, because you've been lied to by this white man on this television that he finna make America great again. That was a big lie. That's why you gotta understand politics. You gotta understand the monetary system. Ultimately, you gotta understand the source, the Bible. This is all in the Bible. Everybody know that you living in biblical times. Everybody know that you watching the Battle of Armageddon take place. Everybody know that these are the last days. So go to see what the scriptures got to say about it. The scriptures ain't got nothing good to say about Trump. The scriptures ain't got nothing good to say about America. The devil wants to take as many people out with him as possible. And that's what you see going on right now. It says, verse 3, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. Right, you trusting in Egypt, man. You trusting in America, man, and it's going to lead to your confusion because you think that it's going to get better. You think that they're going to pass laws to keep this place going, and this place going to live out like the Jets, all the way to the Jetsons with the AI and things like that. That ain't the plan for this place, man. That is not the plan for this place. The plan for this place is the new world order. They want 500 million people on Earth only. So they're going to kill off a whole lot of people. But who do you think they're going to kill off first? You blacks, Latins, and Native Americans, because that's what they've been doing for hundreds of years. The poisonous paint, the ghettos, the gangs, all this shit was infiltrated by who? The white man, to destroy you. The food poisonous, the air poisonous, the water poisoned. Everybody know these things. This stuff is in the news on a consistent basis. It's just that you Negroes, Latins, Native Americans don't want to watch the news. Y'all don't want to know what's going on to save y'all soul, man. And that's why y'all getting y'all ass killed. Give a nigga a drink. Say, I think it's Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 15. Oh, it froze. Bear with me. This motherfucker froze. Let me see. Habakkuk. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 15. Woe unto him that giveth his neighbor drink, that putteth thy bottle to him, and makest him drunken also. You give your neighbor a drink by giving your neighbor a philosophy that's contrary to the scriptures, man. Nikki Minaj and her vote and shit. What's that other girl name? The Ephraimite. Cardi B. Him making a statement that he's making is still influencing your people to go vote. For those who do vote, they look at that. They look at Waka Flacka as he had all this money, he got all this experience and things like that. He wouldn't lie to us. And by him saying, "Well, I don't vote because I don't believe it helps the hood, but if I were to vote, this is who I would vote for over," and then Jake gonna go and vote those who do vote, not even looking in deep enough, you know. And that's because Jake them don't read in that. But it starts with the scriptures. But it says, Habakkuk 2 and 15. Woe, meaning destruction, unto them that giveth his neighbor drink. So if you tell your neighbor to go and vote, you're gonna die. You might die a horrible death, man, if you don't repent. That puttest thy bottle to him and makest him drunken also. Y'all are drunken with the philosophy that's against the Bible. These white people are not for us. You're not supposed to be siding with the white man on nothing he got going on. That's why you got these little boys. That's why you got these Chinese getting off on killing black men. That's why you got all these Latinos in these concentration camps with all these alligators and poisonous snakes stationed around them, because you're voting for your enemy. Everybody knows Trump is a racist. Look at his history. It says, that puttest thy bottle to him and makest him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness. Nakedness means to not have the truth. You don't have the truth when you're naked, man.
Going to Chicago is the other side, right?
Other side, yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sure. It's gonna be here for like an hour more.
Yeah. This Revelation chapter 1, verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy. Right. So you blessed if you understand this word. If you got the spiritual discernment and understanding of this gospel. And that hear the words of this prophecy. Right. The book is written with prophecy. And keep those things which are written therein. Right. You keep the word. You keep the truth. For the time is at hand. The time is the end of Esau's kingdom. The end of the white man's kingdom is at hand. And we're watching it play out through all these wars and stuff that he started. Through all these riots and stuff that's taking place. All these protests, it's the stuff that's taking place. It's what's going to help. It's going to help take him down, up out of power, man. It's called Bible prophecy. These storms and things like that's taking place. Those are signs on his downfall, man. Not on him being able to stay in office. You know, but with that being said, I'm going to end it. Call Allah, Yahweh, by Shem Abishai, by Shem Kakadash, double honors to the elders and the apostles that rule well, and salutations to the brothers that's doing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.